Welcome to Alchemy of Self, episode 5. Let's talk about what's actually happening underneath the behavior. A lot of people don't trust themselves because they keep abandoning themselves. And I don't think people realize how deeply the nervous system registers that. Every time you ignore your intuition, every time you say yes when you mean no, every time you downplay something that actually hurt you, every time you betray your own boundaries to keep connection, every time you silence yourself to avoid conflict, your body notices. Even when your mind tries to rationalize it. And over time, that creates a really painful internal experience. Because eventually you stop feeling safe with yourself. And it's not because you're weak, but because your nervous system no longer fully believes, I will protect myself. That changes the way that you move through everything. Relationships, boundaries, decisions, communication, self-worth. Because self-trust is not built through affirmations. It's built through evidence, through repeated moments where your body starts learning, when something hurts me, I listen. When something feels wrong, I pay attention. When I need a boundary, I stop apologizing for it. When I say no, I don't immediately betray myself out of guilt. That is how trust gets built. I think a lot of emotionally intelligent people are constantly overriding themselves in ways that look good externally. Being patient, being understanding, giving endless chances, being accommodating, avoiding tension, being the bigger person. Meanwhile, internally, they're exhausted. Because there's a difference between comparison and teaching yourself that your own feelings are never important enough to act on. That difference changes everything. And the hard part is self-abandonment often feels emotionally safer in the moment. Especially if your nervous system learned keeping connection mattered more than keeping yourself. So people stay too long. They over-explain. They ignore red flags. They break their own boundaries. And they keep tolerating things that quietly hurt them. And then they wonder why they feel disconnected from themselves. Because self-trust erodes slowly. One self-abandoning moment at a time. Now, this part really matters. This isn't about becoming cold, selfish, or emotionally unavailable at all. Healthy relationships require care, empathy, and compromise. But constantly abandoning yourself to maintain emotional safety, that creates resentment, exhaustion, disconnection, and eventually identity loss. Because you cannot feel deeply safe with yourself while you're constantly betraying yourself. I think some people are waiting to trust themselves before they start honoring themselves. But the thing is, usually self-trust comes after. It comes after we set the boundary. After we're honest with ourselves. After we say no. And not just honest with ourselves, honest with others too. After telling the truth. After choosing yourself in the moment where you normally disappear. That's when your nervous system starts learning, I'm not abandoning myself anymore. And no, that doesn't happen perfectly overnight. Sometimes growth looks like pausing before automatically saying yes. Admitting you're hurt instead of pretending you're fine. Letting someone be disappointed without collapsing emotionally. That's growth too. It's not our job to make everyone happy. It's not our job to fulfill everyone's needs. All of that is growth. Because the goal isn't just to understand the pattern. It's to become someone who no longer needs it to survive. That's the alchemy. So I want to ask you something. Where in your life are you still betraying yourself just to keep connection, comfort, or familiarity?